He is a star of comedy. He is a road warrior, but you may have seen him on Mad TV, Jerry Maguire. He's got a podcast, Spears and Steinberg, that airs, I don't know, almost every other week, right?
Twice a week.
Yeah, it's on all the time. And this is his second appearance on The Nine. He was on season 1. I had the day off. Aries Spears is here. Thank you so much for being here.
How you doing, brother?
I appreciate you. All right, so first and foremost, this is early for you. Obviously, you perform late night. We're thankful. Where have you been in the last 12 to 24 hours?
Well, I had a couple of days off in LA, but before that, I was in New Orleans. So I performed out there, and then I caught a red eye last night, put me here at 5:30 in the morning.
Do people understand? I mean, they see that oh, he's famous and he gets to do all these things, but physically, it seems so hard.
It's a grind.
It's a grind.
It can be a hell of a grind.
Yeah.
I checked your tour schedule. You're actually doing a bit where you're going from California to Missouri to Phoenix on like back-to-back-to-backs. Your travel agent has to be well compensated.
Yeah, he makes enough. Yeah, so yeah, I'm making the rounds and busy, and then in October I'll be back in Europe for a second time. So yeah, it's the
job. It's the job part of the job.
Yeah.
But the flip side is that connection you have with the audience. And when I'm looking at all your stuff online, I'm like, when you go into a show, is it all your material, or I love when you just go with the audience? Like what kind of mix do people see if they're at the Funny Bone? Well,
I mean, they're definitely going to see material.
Yeah.
Because the misconception is that because we only show crowd work on the internet, that's all we do. No, that's the sample to get you to come in.
That's good.
Once you come in, you get the material. There's a much better way I like to put that, but I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
Thank you for that. But that's kind of like what stand-up comedy now is. You put the crowd work on the socials to attract them, because it's different everywhere all the time. And the material that you've written for the specials and for your act, that's copyrighted. And is that how his comedy maybe has changed since way back in the day?
This social media thing now gives everybody a platform and a window into what we do and how we do it. So again, you don't want to give away the true merchandise. You give away a sample.
But it also can change careers, like a Leanne Morgan who was struggling kind of in the middle of the tier of some kid put her stuff on social media and she blows up. So it's like you have to do both. But yeah, it's like, don't give away the story.
Yeah, listen, I'm taking a page out of Matt Rife's book. He's like he became a king of that. You know, so now he went from, at one point he opened for me to now, headlining arenas.
Amazing.
So it doesn't hurt that he's dashingly handsome.
As you are too.
Well done, Rebecca.
I wish.
So you mentioned Matt Rife. He was on Club Shay Shay not that long ago. We had Jay Farrow on this show right after Cat Williams was on.
Yeah.
That stirred up a lot of things. Jay Farrow said the only thing he was upset about is he wasn't mentioned.
So he actually did all of the people mentioned an impression of them. As we sat here, we're like, wow.
Yeah. Now you have done impressions since Mad TV and before. Who is Jay Farrow? I mean, do you think he's one of the better impressionists out there now?
Absolutely one of the best. He's and I envy him because he can do guys I simply can't do. So he's a very unique talent.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
So I was saying, I was looking back into your catalog, and I did mention the thing that you were on The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Woo.
I went way back because I loved that show. Yeah. Anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't, and then I saw, I'm like, very cool, very cool.
Couldn't have been one of the worst experiences of my life.
Was it?
I don't like horses. I'm allergic to horses. So of course I had to ride a horse. I'm scared of horses. And it was cold and rainy and muddy where we shot. So
westerns are not in your future after that.
I could do a western and maybe I can get over the horse thing, but those conditions were just such, everything was just not aligned right.
Yeah.
And it was, ugh.
I love to hear these stories though, right?
Yeah.
It only lasted 1 year. Maybe that's why.
I only did like one episode,
Well, as far as yourself, we mentioned the tour. Do you write one set? I mean, and then you take that to each, or are you filling it in?
It kind of gradually changes as you go. And again, I try to mix in crowd work with what's already set. So there's a nice balance of both,
Shaq was one of your big impressions.
I just did his podcast like 3 days ago.
Okay, so that leads me to this, and I know you've been asked this before, but when you do the impression for the person, how has it always been successful? Has anybody had a little problem?
you know, I think there was one time Bobby Brown was on The Breakfast Club, and the question was, has there ever been anybody you ever wanted to put your hands on? And he goes, I'd like to put Aries in a corner. You know, but of course, between him and Whitney's shenanigans,
right.
You know, and Mad TV back then was such a risque show. We did things then you couldn't get away with now.
Right.
So we only fed into what you gave us.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like, you know, if you act accordingly, there's nothing to talk about.
It's our prerogative to do that impression. Thank you very much.
And Shaq is such a big kid. He loves it.
Yeah.
Make sure you do me. I love when you do that. It's amazing. I love it. I want to do a thing. That's how you do it.
But I like when I do newer people, you know. The Sopranos, Game Channel Fede, Christopher, Show, Bada Bing.
Oh my God.
The Show.
So good. They can just amazing.
You posted you doing him with Godfrey doing Jason Tate. That is fun. We can't run it on this show, but you can check out your Instagram. It's on that as well.
Yes.
Is there? You mentioned newer people. Is there anybody politically that you do, or do you stay out of the politics game?
You know, it's been so heartbreaking because over the last course of whatever the years have been, Barack Obama being the first black president, I feel like it would be my duty to be able to imitate him. And I never could quite capture it. And then, of course, there's Donald Trump now, and everybody, he's a lightning rod for comedy, and I can't really do a good Donald Trump.
Right.
So I'm just like,
You got to find your next one.
And I don't know that politically we'll have this like this again. This is such a circus.
Right. Are we going to hear a little bit about that maybe this weekend at the Funny Bone?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you know, my Obama as far as the voice, but you know, I know he's got that. He's got that cadence. Soft similar. So I know the cadence, but I never really could get the voice.
I got you. All right. As we were talking beforehand, both your Saturday shows at the Funny Bone sold out. You have 2 shows today. There are tickets still available. And Sunday, how is a Sunday comedy show in Northwest Ohio?
You never know. There have been times where, you know, you prepare for the worst and you get the best, and then you want the best and you get the worst. So, you know, it's a toss-up.
What's our favorite way to follow you? Instagram? This is where I'm keeping my info for you guys.
Yeah, I'm real simple. Everything, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, it's all my name, Aries Spears.
Okay.
That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Appreciate
so break
you.
a leg this
Thank
weekend.
you.
Thank you for making the time this early morning for us.
I'm glad I was finally here when you were here. Thank you.
There it is,
We'll
brother.
see you in another 3 years.
Yes, sir.
All right. After the break, curtain rising on the Croswell Opera House production of Gypsy.
The 9 in 2 minutes or so, we'll be right back.